What can we expect in the next... It seems like a lot is happening quickly, so what can we expect in the next 2 weeks? Anything alien related. I'm gonna do 3 cards. Hierophant reverse, the Fool reverse. Huh. So last time in Vegas, which that clip was just released, but it happened on May 1st. This is like it happens again, but not in someone's backyard, on more of like a not huge scale, but it's like that number line where I said it's like a step forward. This is like there's going to be another appearance, but I feel like it's not in someone's backyard. It seems like life insurance. Life insurance. And that card says credit card application on it too. Surveillance and justice in reverse. Life insurance, surveillance. Justice in reverse is giving me the image of like a spaceship descending, just because of how that looks right there. It's like the spaceship and then like pointing down. There's something planned for the next 2 weeks that's going to be very different than what happened in Vegas, but like similar in a way, just similar in the way of like it was there and then people saw it and then it was gone and there was calls and like that same vibe. But, and I don't know if this is just a metaphor, but what I'm keep getting the example of is like if it happens on a hill and there's people on one side of the hill and it lands on the other side of the hill, and like maybe when the people finally get over to the other side of the hill it's not there or something. I don't know, maybe there's like shut down businesses or something on that side. I don't know. But I think there's going to be some kind of sighting, that there's like a sighting of a couple where they don't land before there's the time where it lands. 8 of Cups in reverse would make me feel like I'm avoiding being too close to people. I'm not getting a clear read on there's more than one, we land, a bunch of people come over, we stay, or a bunch of people come over, we leave. I don't know. I almost feel like it's something weird that's like not either one of those choices, but I don't know what else it could be. I'm getting the image of a tug of war, like a behind the scenes tug of war, like almost like a raffle. You know, when you go to a raffle and there's like a basket and everybody writes their name down and then you draw a paper from the hat or whatever and that's the person that wins. It's like there's a date for this to be unveiled. And this might not still be happening, but it's like there's a date for this to be unveiled. And it's like where it would happen was depending on what was happening in the world. Like on a bigger scale, the people who are all the way up on the in charge, like, okay, this is the, for example, allegedly, in my opinion, this is the date that the aliens are going to be revealed. Which country should we do it in? Okay, we got to see what happens here and there and all this. So there was like, it feels like there was some of that behind the scenes and almost like this tug of war, like, oh no, we'll be the one to unveil it. Oh no, we'll be the one to unveil it. It's like, to me, that's what that's saying, that things are happening so that big of a leap, as in like 3 to 12 on a number line of 1 to 10, like things are happening to help that make sense. Like we're seeing these big leaps in this or that. For instance, UFOs and aliens, we're going from like not 0 to 100, but like a couple months ago, there was no whistleblower, there was no talk about this kind of stuff, and now it's like 0 to 100, pretty much, for example. So it's like things like that are happening because there needs to be a rationalization for why we're jumping from that number line 2 or 3 to 12, if that makes sense. In terms of changes in leading parties, I don't know. 10 of Pentacles. So 1 is upright and 2 is reversed. The upright one is deep state for 10 of Pentacles. Success, upright, and serial killer in reverse for 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles is that family bond. So how I was saying it's like tug of war, one side and the other. So we have deep state, and the last one we had Republican in reverse. This is giving me the image of what I just said. It's like, so like deep state is giving me the image of there's Republican and Democrat, but then deep state is where the ones that are working together come together without those biases. So that's what that's giving me the image of. It's going from like, it's going to happen where there's like a big landing in one country, and that's meant to bring together all the other countries under the authority of that one country that it happened to first. And this is the card that in the other readings I was focused on how the time seemed like important, because it's the finger's almost kind of pointing at it in a way, and it says success, and the focus is the watch and the time. And then serial killer in reverse. Serial killer in reverse is making me think how like all, not in this case it's not killer, it's the symbology. It's like serial killer, multiple victims, this multiple different countries, but it's in reverse, so coming together, which is also the same as the 10 of Pentacles and the deep state symbolism of Republican Democrat coming into one behind the scenes. That's what I'm getting. Something that was typically done behind the scenes is now made available in a clear way, like you can see it clearly. It's spelled out for you to see on purpose when typically it was hidden. Has something to do with aliens, allegedly, my opinion.
Yes, absolutely. I 100% predict that over the next few days and weeks, we'll hear the names of other individuals who have not spoken out before. There's safety in numbers, I think. People are cautious about this, but once the first few speak out, I think others come forward and say, you know what? Now is the time to speak out. And you do not even get in the room with people like Rubio and the staffers without passing muster in terms of the vetting. So when the question from Joe was, are these people credible? I don't think, as you say, as I say, that you even get through the door unless they've done their vetting and found the people and the information credible.